Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities in Miniatures. Today we have a model that I thought was lost in the mail. He was actually supposed to be a birthday gift, and then lo and behold, he did eventually make it to my house like a month plus after my birthday, but that's no fault of anybody's at this point. He did come halfway across the world from Japan, and he was ordered months in advance too. But anyway, this is the SD Cross Silhouette Gaogaigar. I'm not going to yell it. I need to teach. I got to keep my voice. So, I guess it does have some of the English on the box. Interesting. I did not know that. As far as I knew, these were only in Japan, but maybe not. It does have the English sticker on there. Gaogaigar was one of the first of the Brave shows that I actually watched from start to finish. Actually, it's the only one that I can say, honestly, that I have watched in its entirety from start to finish. We watched it on crappy HK DVDs or bootlegs, fan subs, burned on them. Good times. Early days of DVD. Yeah, I'm old enough to remember fan subs. I remember trading fan subs too. One of the nice things about these kits, unlike the older, more traditional SD kits, is everything is molded in color. Why is that great? Because if you feel like being a lazy slob, you're not going to have to bother painting it. Few stickers. Not too many tiny ones either. Dividing driver. Sadly, I don't think our Gaogaigar friend is going to be able to be broken down into his constituent parts, but that is okay. I don't know if he includes the extra cross silhouette parts. If you guys haven't built these before, basically what a cross silhouette model does is it has an inner frame, and then it actually kind of bumps up the joints and makes it much larger and dynamic. So you can see we have the old squishy SD version, or we have the cross silhouette mode where it actually has some manner of proportion to the body, and they're a lot bigger. Oh, he can do his head and the heaven pose. Very cool. He did that weird incantation prior to activating it. Do we have polycaps? I don't see any polycaps. Woo! That's actually kind of surprising. Let me double check that. Huh. Nope. No polycaps. Interesting. I like polycaps. I grew up with polycaps. 5 or 6 frames, that's not too bad. So you can see here, here's the plastic that has replaced said polycaps. It's all kind of molded to it. So I guess if you're not going to go wild flexing and posing this model kit, it's not going to be a big deal. Obviously, it's a little bit more complex than a lot of those Son Goku Soul Ketsuden Three Kingdoms models that have been hanging around on the shelves here in the US on the various bookstores and anime type shops, but it's not like it's going to be anything like a Kotobukiya kit or a Hasegawa Valkyrie with those crazy stickers. So I'm looking forward to finally building this, and hopefully you will like to see its results as well soon. So give me a second, we'll put it all together. Okay, we got Gaogaigar all put together here. And I gotta say, it was a fun way to waste an afternoon. Definitely a lot more posable and stable than his modern SD compatriots. We've got a movable mouth. I didn't like the fact that we were supposed to put stickers all over the mouth. Not cool with that, but it is what it is. Maybe I'll get around to painting it. I'm not 100% sure. Also, the stickers on the wings. Kind of sad that we can't get that stuff, but it is what it is. Now, he did have a couple of accessories. I don't have them with me right now because I don't really care about them. It was basically the open hands and then his heaven and hell pose and the sonic screwdriver, or whatever it's called. Dividing driver. Why would I not know that? I can hear the music in my head. I should know better. Shame, shame, shame. So, if you're curious about how big he is, here is a 1/144. This is the entry grade Gundam that I got ridiculously cheap the other day. You can see definitely the amount of colored parts. Pretty impressive there. Grabbing some of the Son Gokuden guys from the Three Kingdoms lineup. So you can see our Gaogaigar is definitely bigger. He does have those little extra components in there since he is part of the cross silhouette line that makes him a little bit more dynamic, more posable, more tall, more flexible. That's kind of the point there, and to add to the price. And speaking of price, funny enough, I paid full price. Actually, no, I take that back. I didn't pay full price for him because it was a gift that got lost in the mail and then eventually it wound its way back to me. What I was going to say was I know that he was purchased at full price, but I've seen him at a lot of hobby shops, at least in Southern California, going for a lot less than he should be. So if you're in the market for one of these SD Gundam type models, I don't think you can really go wrong with the King of Braves, #1. But, you know, if you're going to be paying half price, I think I've seen them for around $10. That's an absolute steal. Most of these guys are $10 as well and can barely move compared to him who's actually articulated. Speaking of articulated, we can get our Orange Cat Industries X-Crayer, if I'm remembering the name correctly. Again, just to get a good sense of size. A lot more money, a lot more sturdy. So take that for what you will. Overall, I gotta say, I dig the cross silhouette stuff, and I hope beyond hope that we continue to see more models in the line, because honestly and truly, I'm a big fan of the older Super Robot Wars games, and that's just what this screams to me. Fingers crossed that we eventually see a Genesic Gaogaigar, or at least the Gaogaigar. I'm kind of surprised they didn't do one of him yet, but, you know, all in due time, right? At least we've got my, what's it called? Shingetter one. And if you're really going to be weird about things, and you wanted to run it with Marines, there you go, just to get a good size. Actually, maybe they would. It might be kind of cool to have one sitting inside piloting it, I guess. If you wanted to throw that into your headcanon, it might actually work, right? So, fun little model. Definitely not the most complex or complicated thing to build. If you haven't ever built these SD Gundams or cross-silhouette models, they're very simple, very straightforward. Not a whole lot of extra hobby tools required. A lot of the parts just kind of pop off. So, if you are into that kind of stuff and like the aesthetics of 90s super robots, definitely go give it a look. With that said, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we will see you back here soon. Bye-bye.